Hi Taurus, welcome to your May You versus Them Love Tarot reading. So Taurus, we are looking at whatever you need to know right now in your connection with whoever it is you're connecting to, whatever the situation, whatever's going on. It's just an energy check-in, looking at the energy between you with two separate readings. So right now we have the True Love reading card. So I'm going to pull a few for you, a few for them, and then we'll jump into your reading, which I have two separate tarot decks for two separate little mini readings. And Taurus, I'll put you here, I'll put your person here, but if you feel you need to switch energies around at any time, please feel free. And this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, heavy placements, cross watchers, male or female, general collective reading. But welcome in Taurus, welcome in, hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time. If you are new or returning, welcome in and thank you. My name is Mary, and this is Sunlight Insight Tarot. And keep in mind, Taurus, all readings should be considered timeless. This is just when the messages come out. Keep that in mind as well. However, if you feel this reading heavily resonates for you, there will be an extended reading, and I'll tell you about that at the end of this reading. So let's see what's going on. Over here we have the Divine Masculine and Maturity. Okay, and on their side we have Creativity and Boundaries. Okay, I feel like there's been some time that's passed between you, so this could be, it could be someone you had a relationship in the past, however the case may be, could be long ago. I'm feeling like, because we have maturity here, so I feel like in the past this person had boundaries, and I feel like they're on a new path in life now, right? They could be someone creative, artistic, you know, things of that nature. And I feel like you always felt like this person was your person, but maybe you were too young, the timing wasn't right. And I feel like some time has passed, and there's definitely a more mature energy, you know, in this connection. So it could be that maybe you're both more mature in age as well. But it's almost like, I see like writing, so it's also almost like connecting to somebody, and after all the time that's passed, just like to see what's going on and realizing, you know what, we both changed, energies have matured, right? And you always viewed this person very attractive, probably, you know, and you could be realizing now that you're reconnecting that, wow, they've changed, they're like really a true Divine Masculine. And you know, feminines can be masculine, so take it how it resonates. You know, females can be masculine, males can be feminine. Again, so let's just see, let's jump to the tarot and see what's going on, Taurus. Okay, all right, so we have the Light Seers Tarot for your side to do your reading here. Let's see what's going on. And you know, if you watch my channel, that I usually pull a closing oracle at the end for closing messages, which I will be doing in the extended reading instead. And I'll tell you more about that later. Okay, so let's look at your energy right now for Taurus, you versus them. What do we need to know at this time? Tell me about Taurus. Let's see. Nine of Swords, Five of Cups reverse, Queen of Swords. I will mention the signs as I see them, Taurus. So it could be signs of chart people dealing with. If some signs don't resonate, it's, you know, that doesn't mean it's not your reading. You disregard them. Now, you may be somebody who's divorced. Maybe you're newly single or been single for a while. Doesn't have to be. Could also be, some of you may work in law enforcement, military, healthcare, medical, education, communications. Divorce, widow, maybe been through some things, if that resonates. But sword people usually single. So I feel like you're single, and I feel like this is communication, right? So if there was any like stress, sadness, loss, regrets of the past, I feel like with the Five of Cups reverse, it's like putting that behind you, right? And maybe a little anxious to reach out and communicate to somebody here. With the Queen of Swords, again, you may have already done this, but we're going to keep pulling here and see what's going on. Empress, new beginning, new energy. Five of Swords, Four of Swords. So yeah, so I feel like here there's a chance for a new beginning, right? But the Four of Swords is healing, rest, recovery. So that's why I feel like there's been some time here. It could have been very sabotaging energies in the past, you know, feeling defeated, you know, but I feel like that's in the past. Five of Cups, like we've gotten over that, put that behind us. This is like a new sense of energy here with the Empress, a new beginning. And we got the Divine Masculine and the Empress here. Emperor and the Empress. Like you always knew maybe some way, someday that you would reconnect or something like that. Something you've been thinking about. And maybe this could be your own mind, like playing tricks on you with the Five of Swords, right? About this. Maybe it's all in my head, you know, maybe, you know, don't listen to what other people are saying, gossip and things like that. But we have Libra, Taurus here. All right, let's keep going. Page of Cups. Let's see. Four of Pentacles reverse. Two of Wands. So there's a crossroads. Like I feel like a part of you always and still had this romantic interest in this person, right? And you may be thinking about reaching out, flirting romantically, some sort of way, not holding back. And at the crossroads, like, should I do this or should I not do this, right? So perhaps you've been reconnecting through social media, or maybe just always been connected, but you haven't talked in a very long time. And it's like, well, you know, I'm single. Probably they're single. I, you know, always felt like there's always still something there between us. Maybe I'll reach out and see what's happening. No sincere gesture here. The Page of Cups. Could be apologies, you know, whether it's you, it's them, right? Sincere romantic gestures. So we have Pisces showing up. The Star. So there's this thread of connection that was always there, right? Alignment, balance, healing. Things meant to be. Faith, hope, optimism. Wish, dream come true. Like wishing for truth, clarity, communication, reconnecting, right? A new beginning. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like if this is like a connection of the past, maybe you were young, whatever, there's a more mature energy with the Queen of Pentacles, right? You know, you go from the Page where it was very, very young, maybe you were a little too young at the time, to now we're more mature. We're in the Queen of Pentacles energy. We're more stable, we're grounded, we've got our lives together, we have solid foundation, we built our lives, you know, and now, you know, maybe having some truthful conversations about the past, the here and now, what's been going on. And I mean, we do see that thread of connection is still there with the Star, right? Balance, healing. That's all usually things meant to be. But let's see, we got Aquarius, Capricorn. Eight of Pentacles. Maybe you worked together at one time. But this is also making it work, putting in the work, something that could work this time. And maybe you have that feeling, right? Seven of Wands. Yeah, I feel like there could have been some boundaries in the past too, right? Kind of praying and hoping no more boundaries here or obstacles. Page of Pentacles reverse. So maybe it hasn't happened yet, right? But doesn't mean it's not. Six of Swords. Could be distance at play now too. But that's usually positive movement forward, right? And the Emperor. Moving forward towards an Emperor right there, Divine Masculine. That's what I feel. Ten of Pentacles. I mean, this could happen this time and go the distance, right? Taking action towards this person you always thought was your Emperor, Empress. And longevity here, right? Time. You always knew time. Somehow it would come full circle, right? Ten of Pentacles. Let's see. All right, so let's pull their side, Taurus, and see what we need to know. So we have the Sun and Moon Tarot for their side. So let's see what's going on with them. Or Taurus, please, what's going on with their person of interest? What's their energy? It'd be interesting to see if we get any repeating cards on their side. All right, what do we need to know? What do we need to know for... This one wants to come out, definitely. Let's see. Six of Wands. Do we have that on your side? Just curious. No, this is a Nine of Swords. I thought we had the Six of Wands. Maybe not. All right, what else? Justice. Again, they could be somebody who was divorced, right? Let's see. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's been some time here. Right, if this person, I mean, they could have legalities going on, or maybe they are someone that works in the justice system, law, in some way. But this also could be maybe this person's been divorced and single for a while like you, right? They could be doing very well right now. Six of Wands, very successful. Knight of Pentacles, I was a little cautious. So they may be wanting to come forward too, but they're just being wise, practical, smart, taking their time, and probably just looking at things carefully, right? We have Taurus, so you're coming up in their energy right here with the Knight of Pentacles. Taurus and Libra. Tower. It's a big shift right now. World. Could be some distance, like I said. This could be the new beginning, the new cycle between you. Out of nowhere, out of the blue. Eight of Pentacles. Again, this could work this time. And maybe just by happenstance you reconnected somehow. And now, you know, you started talking and bringing up the past and the now. And it's like, in the here and now, what's going on now? Like, you know what? It feels like there's still some spark there. We still have that thread of connection, right? So we're still connected through all this time. And this could be the big shock, surprise, revelation they're having, you're having, right? Like, maybe this could work this time. Like I said, you may have worked with them in the past. Well, this could be the new cycle, right? I feel like they've ended something in their life too. And they're on a new path, a new cycle. It could be time now for this to come back together. If you want it, of course. We got Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. Oh my God, the Two of Cups. Are you serious? There's a connection, the reconnection. Three of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of disappointment in the past, you know, but that could be the end of that. And they could have been through some disappointing times in their life too, that they've wrapped up and closed. And now it's just about moving forward to a solid new beginning. Ace of Pentacles. Now, you had it, I think, on the bottom of your deck. So there it is. So they're in a new beginning stage of their life as well. There's definitely a reconnection here. Knight of Wands. They're going to take action. So if you put the feelers out there, like you just started talking, or maybe you reach out and say, hey, how are you doing? And they're going to sense that's okay, right? Maybe after some communication, I'm going to take action towards Taurus, right? Fiery, passionate, the chemistry's still there, go-getter. It's not always a player. Four of Swords. So thinking about taking action, right? There's been some time, healing, rest, recovery, but it's soulmate alignment, right? Temperance, healing, patience, balance, things meant to be, coming together at just the right time. It looks like it's the right time now. And they feel that too. Like, this is the right time for this connection. You got the Star. They have Temperance. Kind of almost like the same energy, right? There's that thread of connection right there. So, two cards of Sagittarius here. Let's see. Five of Wands. Yeah, there could have been some conflict in the past. Or they could feel a little conflicted about coming forward. Right? Maybe a little fear of the unknown, like what would happen here. I'm not quite sure. But, you know, this is someone who believes also in morals, traditions, values, standards, leveling up, doing things the right way, right? They could have been married or committed elsewhere. But, you know, they've overcome a lot. Also still feeling the strong connection to you. Strong, courageous, brave, taking the lead, bold. So it looks like here they will take the lead, right? Maybe a little anxious. Nine of Swords, right? They've been oppressed. They've had a lot going on in their life, but you know, there's still feelings here. Queen of Cups, and there's the action, travel, communication, Cupid's arrows, taking action, right? A little nervous, but you know, that thread of connection is still there. I did see, where is it? The Six of Pentacles, and I always take that as infinity. Usually see it over the Six of Pentacles, of the equal flow of energy that's still there, and the reciprocation of feelings and the connection equally that you've had towards each other, and that's balance. Let's go to the Ten of Cups, right? Total fulfillment, long-term energy. Wow, Taurus. All right, so we're going to jump into the extended now. So if that's something you're interested in, we're going to take a deeper look in the here and now. What does it look like coming together and moving forward? What you need to know. We'll get some more advice and guidance for you. More energy on this person as well. So we're going to do like 3 little spreads again with another tarot deck. We got the Tarot de la New. I also have the Lover's Oracle. So at the end of the extended, we're going to pull messages on your side, messages on their side, messages for in the middle as well. So if that's something you're interested in, my Patreon link is down below. So you can do a one-time purchase or become a member, whatever you want to do. If you want a private reading, my Etsy shop's below, lots of readings to choose from. Everything you absolutely need to know is down below in the description box. So please do check that out. But if it did resonate for you here, please do like, comment, all the good things. Be greatly, greatly appreciated. If I see you on the other side, I'll see you there. If not, I am wishing you the best, and I do hope to see you next time.